from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay. We from.
All right, well, let's get to the last game so we can all get out of here before we get to. Actually, we're making good time. It's not even too late. Boys can say goodnight to the wives, and they won't be too mad at us for staying up too late. Last game, man, the Monday Nighter. We got the Bills. They're going on the road to take on the Tennessee Titans. Bills coming off that great, impressive win against the Chiefs. Titans at home. The line is at 5.5. Excuse me, the line is at 6. The total is at 54. Jump to the actual factuals for Buffalo. They're 13-3 ATS in their last 16 games. 12-2 straight up their last 14 games. 4-9 straight up their last 13 games against Tennessee. 6-1 ATS their last 7 road games. 4-12 straight up their last 16 games and playing on the road against Tennessee. 4-1 ATS their last 5. 12-2 straight up their last 14 against an opponent from the AFC. Totals gone under in 8 of their last 11 games against an opponent from the AFC South. Tennessee, 2-4 ATS their last 6 games. 12-4 straight up their last 16 games against Buffalo. 4-12 ATS their last 16 games against an opponent from the AFC East. 7-2 straight up in their last 19 games on Monday Night Football. Total's gone over in 6 of the Tennessee's last 7 games played in October. Over in 8 of the last 15 played against an opponent from the AFC. Under in 4 of the last 6 games against Buffalo, but over in 10 of their last 14 games. LJ, kick us off on a Monday Nighter. Buffalo -6 in Tennessee. What you got?
I got Buffalo minus the 6, man. I just think they're the best team. Well, them and Arizona are the best team in the league right now. They're averaging too many points for a Tennessee team that's only averaging, 25? What they have? Tennessee, 24. And they give up more than they score. They're giving up 28 points. So we already know. If you give up more than you score, you're not going to win a lot of games. So,
right.
But Tennessee is first in the league at 73 total plays a game. So they are on the field, and I think that's a lot of Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry, of course.
You know what I'm saying? Eating up the clock, you know what I'm saying? All that there. But Buffalo's defense will stop that run. And they're going to have on the blade, they lost to Tennessee last year. I remember right after when COVID hit, I think they had to go play Tennessee. I think 2 weeks of they had 2 days off and they had to go to Tennessee on a Wednesday. They had to make up their makeup game.
Oh,
Tennessee
yeah. I remember that. You're right.
Yeah, Tennessee beat them. So they're going to have that on the mind. Plus, this is another AFC opponent that I feel Buffalo would not have any trouble with because Tennessee's defense is vulnerable. And I don't know, is Julio back?
Let me check. I think he's still questionable, but I think AJ Brown is back. Let me check.
Okay, well,
I got it right here. Tennessee. I got Julio. He's questionable.
Okay. Well, all that said, I just don't think the Tennessee have enough firepower because I think Kansas City got more firepower than Tennessee, and Buffalo just drove them. So I'm taking Buffalo minus the 6, 13 sacks, 30 quarterback hits, 15 takeaways, 9 interceptions, 6 forced fumbles. I cannot deny those numbers. So Buffalo minus the 6.
Hova.
Taking the Titans at home +6. I think they'll be able to control the time of possession. The Bills are explosive. We all know about them. They got a good defense. They're very explosive. But I believe this is a Monday night game, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So the dynamics are definitely going to change. And I think once it comes to all the Titans got to do is just hang around. And once it gets to that fourth quarter, Derrick Henry is still going to be running. And I will gladly take the 6 on this. Like I like this. I don't. It's a lot, man. Just for you to just go on the road and think that you're just gonna cover a touchdown. You know, I mean, the Titans aren't. I mean, they're decimated by injuries. So don't get me wrong, but they're not just like a terrible team. So these guys, it's Monday night. These guys they're gonna play with some pride for sure, and they're gonna be very physical. And so as long as they can run the ball and control the clock, maybe convert some third downs, stop the explosiveness, or not even stop, just limit or contain the explosiveness of the Bills' offense. Make sure every time that Josh Allen tries to run the ball that they put a hat on him or a shoulder pad on him, then I think they'll be okay. So I'm gonna take the Titans +6.
Yeah, this is a tough game. The Bills a very impressive win in Kansas City. But then when I think about it, like, was it really impressive? Because, like, is Kansas City, I mean, we all agree that Kansas City is not what they were, mainly because of the defense. So, like, it was a good win because, I mean, anytime you go on the road against a good team and get a win, it's always good. But was it a really impressive win? Like,
yeah,
I'm not sure yet. But they went there and took care of business, so you got to give them credit for that. It wasn't like they barely got in there. I mean, they went there 38-20. They went there and put it on them. My main concern is, could this be a letdown? This is like perfect for a letdown game. Like, coming off a big game, just took care of business, 4-1, getting patted on the back. I'm sure Allen is getting MVP considerations. Everybody's singing your praises. There's no bad news going on in Buffalo this week. But then you got to go into Tennessee. And Tennessee ain't no Kansas City. Like, ain't no finesse about it. We not trying to spread you out and throw the ball and we throwing no look pass. No, we're finna come punch you in the mouth. Here's Derrick Henry 25, 30 times. See what happens in the fourth quarter. I think 6 points might be too much. Because if Tennessee jumps out to a lead or if Buffalo starts slow and this game is tight early and they can't pull away for whatever reason, it's going to be hard. LJ, you said they lead the league in time of possession, right? Or if they don't lead the league, I know they're top 5 because it's just a lot of Derrick Henry. And I don't know who's going to stop him. Tannehill hasn't played like he's played the past 2 years, but I think he's playing better. They lost to the Jets, man. They didn't have A.J. Brown or Julio Jones or A.J. Brown. And I think that was just a good spot for the Jets. They was at home. They needed to win. They played their ass out. I like the Titans +6. I just think it's too many points, and I'm scared of the letdown by a touchdown. I think the Bills still could win, but I think too much Derrick Henry eating up too much clock. 6 points might be a little bit too much for me on this one.
Let me ask this question. The Bills have not – let me ask this question. The Bills have not given up a 100-yard rusher all year. Does Derrick Henry get 100 yards on the Bills?
Yeah, but they haven't played a team that has a 100-yard rusher.
Yes.
They played Kansas City, Houston, Washington, Miami, and Pittsburgh. Naming running backs on those teams.
If he doesn't get hurt, he gets 100 yards.
Why you say he get hurt?
Because things happen. It's the league. People get hurt. Not because I know where you're trying to get at. Oh, because the Bills rushing defense is so good, he's gonna get hurt. Nah, I'm just saying, like, anything can happen. But I'm saying if he doesn't get hurt, he's going over 100, bro. He's going over 100. Trust me.
Okay.
I think Henry finna get that 100. I mean, that's gonna be a prop bet that I'm definitely if that's a decent looking prop bet, I'm probably gonna. I don't see him not getting 100. I like that Buffalo defense, but I'm just looking at the schedule. They play Miami, they play Pittsburgh, subpar offense, Washington, subpar offense, Kansas City, Houston with no Tyrod, subpar offense. Kansas City's the most talented offense they've played, but this is a different caliber of offense. We're not talking about nobody that's trying to throw the ball all over the place. They're not trying to score 30 points and outshoot you. They're going to come run this ball down your throat. How physical? I don't know how physical they are. I mean, and maybe they'll hold up to the challenge. I'm not necessarily saying they won't. I'm saying based off this schedule, it remains to be seen how good that defense is. I know the numbers say that they're good, but sometimes you got to look deeper than just looking at the numbers. You got to look at the competition as well. I mean, the numbers say they're giving up 12 points a game, but I don't think that's a 12-point a game defense. Don't get me wrong, but Miami, Pittsburgh, Washington, Houston, they got a 0 with Houston. And, like I said, I'll give them the Kansas City win. But outside of that, yeah, I don't know. I need to see it. I need to see it. But I don't think they stop Henry from getting. I mean, my gosh, my gosh, have you seen him this year? And the thing is, he normally starts late. Like he normally starts picking it up late this year. He's already averaging 4.5 a carry with 7 touchdowns, leading the league in attempts, leading the league in yards, leading the league in touchdowns.
I'm gonna tell y'all this: the only way they have a chance, Tennessee got to jump on Buffalo because you can't play from behind and run the ball. They're gonna have to jump. I mean,
that's
Buffalo.
true, but I'm saying they have to get behind. I don't know if they're gonna get behind. That's what I'm saying.
Who?
Yeah,
Tennessee?
yeah. If they get behind, then yeah. But Tennessee takes the ball first and bleeds the clock and then go score. Then what? They're not playing from behind. Then even if the Bills do score, Tennessee bleeds the clock again, scores before halftime. Then what? We're talking a whole different ball game. Now, you got Buffalo. So, yeah, you're saying Buffalo gets the ball, they go score, they stop Tennessee, then they score. Now they're playing from behind. They got to throw the ball to come back. Yeah, if everything goes that way, yeah, of course. But I'm saying I'm not sure it's going to go that way.
Okay.
I'm saying they're going to have trouble stopping Henry. I think he gets his 100 plus. My boy Otis say he get 150. If he gets 150, they cover. I don't know if they win, but if he get 150, they cover. That's too many yards. And they haven't went up against anybody. Who did they play? What running back? What's the starting running back? Gaston? Gaston ain't no Henry. That's Miami. Ingram in a group of backs with Houston.
I'm just not saying one running back. You could throw 4 or 5 running backs. Running back by committee. They have not allowed 100 yards rushing.
Right, I understand that, but I'm saying they haven't played anybody that's gonna threaten 100 yards. Like Gaston hasn't had a 100-yard game rushing yet. No matter who they play. Houston, who do we have 100 yards rushing against?
But my philosophy has always been defense travels more than offense travels.
It does, but it still matters who you play on that defense. I mean, if you're traveling to Miami,
you can say that, but you only play who's on your schedule.
Right. I'm not disagreeing with that, but I'm saying you have to take into account that if I go against Houston and Miami, that's not going against Tennessee and who else runs the ball really goddamn good? Cleveland.
Tennessee lost to the Jets.
Yeah, with no A.J. Brown and
they still couldn't beat the Jets.
Buffalo lost to Pittsburgh. So I mean, it's football.
Man,
everybody, the Jaguars are going to win 2 games this season.
Okay, I get it. All right, it's cool. Y'all got Tennessee plus the 6. I got it.
Yeah, I got Tennessee plus the 6. Too many points.
Why we didn't cap the Arizona-Cleveland game?
I don't know about that game. Wasn't on here, so we'll definitely do that. I don't know how I didn't put that on here.
Check it out. Look, we from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay. We from